was kind of like.
I watched a new Karl Jobst video on Dream that's an hour and 15 minutes long.
Is it actually interesting?
I would say you would. So I watched it on 2x, but it was mainly because there was a massive thread on speedrun.com about it. So it makes me a little bit more sympathetic to Dream, even though like everything regarding Dream was not due to the like. I think you're a idiot dickhead if you do cheat, but like it's one thing to cheat, and then there's other like. Everything that I had issue with the Dream, or at least 95% of it, was his actions after being caught, like just being a general douchebag. And it doesn't really exonerate him on that. In fact, like it kind of doubles down and says like, hey, you were kind of a massive asshole. And it seems like he's actually done some steps to resolve it. I mean, like he literally also, unrelated, like it's really hard to trash a person who raises $150,000 for charity, which he did today. So it's like, oh, I feel a little awkward just trashing this man. But no, it actually did. It does make a more sympathetic case to the fact that he may have accidentally cheated. But while it was technically not, like what it's basically saying is that there is a legitimate case that he did not know at the time of his runs that he was cheating. However, it's kind of like someone actually did a metaphor, I think, in our speedrun that's really similar. It's a really good way to explain it. There are probably times in a kid's life where he accidentally stole a candy bar from like a CVS or something like that. But as soon as someone asks you, hey, did you steal that candy bar? And you say no, even though you didn't steal it, by omitting the fact that you like accidentally did it, you're officially owning that crime you did. And that's kind of like something similar to what Dream did. Like he may have actually had a legitimate case due to the fact that he did like there's a difference between mods that are done server side and client side. I'm not going to get into it because I mean honestly, like I should be more of an expert based on how much we talked about this, but I am not an expert on this. But given
well, no, I think this is interesting to hear. Like I didn't actually see the thread on our speedrun, and I imagine since you're the mod of a mod, you're seeing a lot more of this information in depth and conversation surrounding it. So.
Well, I think that honestly, like half the people in the R speedrun thread have not watched the video or only watched the first 5 minutes and said it was bullshit because like they didn't actually listen to the point said. But even if like, so there are mods that are done client side and server side, and based on how he was playing and the like apparently the creator of his mod, like he was in some way legitimized to say that like, oh, I didn't actually cheat. However, the fact that like even after extensive evidence and the fact that he had used mods in the past, like that this idea was so out there that he had to like lash out in the way he did, he kind of basically he took actions that are really inconsolable. And I think that's where it stands. I would say it is an interesting video if you have an hour to spare, which I know a lot of people don't.
I actually like that's like a video I watched while I'm like playing like MapleStory or something like that. Like I'm probably gonna watch that almost immediately after the podcast because it's on my list of things to do. So, because I think like you said, most people agree it's not like the cheating itself. Like cheating happens, it's how he handled it afterwards, how he went after people, you know, that kind of stuff. Weaponized his community, intentional or not.
They're gonna show it on those cows in the prairie on the VR headsets. The Karl Jobst Dream video.
Didn't we talk about that last week?
We did, but I just wanted to I confirmed multiple articles because like I originally just like said that off of a tweet and you're like, that can't be real. It's real.